Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for being here. I am so grateful that you were here. You guys, today I was just reading the comments on my last video, the video before that. Shout out Neff, shout out Ali. You guys were talking about how it's important to stand up for the things that you believe in and the way you go about doing that. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that today and why it's important to have confidence for yourself and confidence for standing up for what you believe in, especially when for other people, all right? So the other day I was in the gym and I was talking to some people there, and I was just saying that I'm the type of person where if somebody's not around to defend themselves, all right, and everyone's kind of like joking around and it's like a good vibe, but then they say something that like is not very nice about a person who's not even there, right? And the person can't really control this thing. Like it's not something to tease them about because they can't control it. You know what I mean? I would like stop them and be like, hey, yeah, that's not funny. And it kind of just like kills the vibe and stuff like that. But I don't really care if I'm killing the vibe because you're standing up for what you believe in. All right. And there's so many layers to this that I want to go over. The first layer is when people really dislike something or when they bully other people for something, especially that they can't control, it's just a reflection back on them. So obviously they're feeling some type of way about themselves, the fact that they need to pick on somebody or make fun of somebody or something because and also it's so important that you guys always stick up for the underdog. Always stick up for people who aren't there, people who can't defend themselves, because it just shows the kind of character that you are, and it shows confidence in yourself as well. Because usually when people are bullying and stuff, and I know when we were growing up and we were all getting bullied, and then all of our parents were telling us, oh well, it's because the bully is unconfident, because the bully doesn't really like something about themselves, and we're like, yeah, that's bullshit, this, that, the other. But as I'm growing up, I'm really realizing that that is so fucking true. When people are not confident about something in themselves, or they're really suppressing something deep within themselves that they don't like, and they see it in another person, they bring it up and they don't like somebody for that thing. So when you guys don't like somebody for no reason, or if something really annoys you and there's not a reason for it to annoy you, I want you to look at that person as if they were a mirror and look at, okay, what is it about yourself that you're feeling is not adequate, is something that you think other people should make fun of, or maybe been made fun of for something, or you've been bullied for something in the past that's triggering these emotions. And I know you guys are the type of people to also stand up for others, especially when they're not around, and really have a solid belief system. But I want to revisit what I say about belief system. So a belief is just a thought that you keep on having. And so if you want to change your beliefs, you just need to change your thoughts, and you need to reprogram your thoughts, which means you need to be conscious of the thoughts running in your brain, and you need to stop them in their tracks. Okay, stop them when they're thinking, stop them when they're judging, when you're judging yourself, when you're judging other people, when you're judging situations. And I want you to look at it very critically, and then just consciously reframe and say something. Force yourself in your own head to say something and correct that, and say no, and then correct it. And the more often you do that, the easier it becomes. All right. And I was also in the gym, okay, and I was talking to my friend JJ, and I was telling him that you don't need to you don't need tarot cards for divination, okay? You don't need anything for divination. I mean, you can just do it from here, or you can literally do anything. So the example that I gave to him was kind of just like, I had a plate on the floor, like a 45-pound plate, and I said, okay, you can put a piece of chalk on one side of this and something on the other side, and you can ask it a question, and you can spin it around, and whatever side that it lands on, kind of like flipping a coin, right? But it's just it's these are just tools to help your own intuition, all right? And what that kind of made me realize is that you don't need to compare the way that I read tarot with the way that you read tarot, or the way that you want to read tarot, or the way that somebody else reads tarot. I will say though, you can the only people you can kind of judge are the people. Well, we should never judge people, but like, if you're not gonna like somebody, it should be a tarot reader or somebody who's into spirituality and stuff like that, and they're really like negative and they're like very fear based. You guys stay away from those people. Okay, they're not it. They're scammers, whatever. I don't know what they are. And the funny thing is like, there's some mediums who are like actual really good mediums, but they're also scammers. And so some people are kind of like, oh, like, how are they even able to connect with spirit when they're, such a crappy person, right? Well, it's because sometimes, spirit's really smart, and sometimes the only way they can get a message across that really needs to be brought to somebody in this physical realm is by the means of the shitty medium. But where I'm going with this is that spirit also sees you guys when you're standing up for the underdog. Spirit sees you guys when you're making the decisions that you think nobody can see, or it doesn't even matter. Spirit can see the reprogramming of your thoughts. All right. You guys are being loved all the time, and you're being watched by Santa Claus on the other side. No, you guys, seriously, you're actually being I wouldn't say watched, I would say more being cheered on, okay? And every time you do something good, all right, every time you do something that's proper, every time you do something that is bringing more love and light into this world, okay, you are being cheered on, and you are being blessed by the other side. And they see it all. They see it all because it happens in my readings, okay? I will say something so freaking specific to somebody, and I'll be like, you did this and you thought nobody was looking, you thought nobody was watching, and they saw it, and they're telling me to say thank you for doing that, because it matters, you guys. It matters, especially when we die and we go through our life review. We're going to see all of these things, all right? We're going to see every opportunity that we missed out on being a good person. We're going to see all the opportunities where we were good people. And there's a song that's been stuck in my head all day. I don't know where I'm going with this video, but if you're watching it to this point, thank you so for watching it. But I got the lyrics up here. So it's called Memories by Finlay. So she says, but you got me feeling like a queen of spades, a mirage into your heart that fades, deja vu inside your mind that stays. And then she says, I remember every word you said. Okay, I remember every word you said. You think about that, you guys. There are so many instances that I'll remember something, literally every single word that somebody has said to me, because it's had an impact on me, whether that's positive or whether that's negative. And so why don't you be the person who has a positive impact on somebody else? Or in terms of like, if sometimes we got to get mad at people who are being bullies, all right? And we got to stand up for somebody, and we got to, use our words, and we got to say, hey, you're being a shitty person, this, that, the other. And so that would be still a positive thing, because you are changing and you are reframing. And, maybe that bully remembered every word that you said to them, and it maybe changed their perspective on life. It maybe changed where they're going. Maybe it forced them to look at themselves. And especially the person that you were standing up for, okay, they probably remember every single word you said too, because they probably really had a big impact when you stood up for them. So be the bigger person in every situation, you guys. Okay, sometimes it's okay to be a little aggressive. That's fine, all right? We are not just freaking spirit, you guys. We are also human beings. We are very physical, dense human beings with very solid, real emotions that you can't see. but yeah, so we're not all just 100% pure love and light. You know what I mean? I mean, we are, but you know what I'm trying to say. I know you know what I'm trying to say. So if you gotta stand up for yourself and be a little bit more aggressive approach, then you gotta do what you gotta do, you guys. But yeah. So now I'm gonna say some random messages. Yeah, I do feel like some of you guys are going through a little bit of a second spiritual awakening. Because if you're already watching this video, you probably already are. But yeah, I do believe that some of you guys are learning more about spirituality now, and a lot of like your spiritual gifts and your intuition has really been spot on. Like extremely spot on. So if you ever just have a random thought, especially somebody who accidentally lit something on fire lately, like if you lit something on fire lately by accident or something caught on fire accidental or you had like a little fire scare, um your intuition has been like really really on point lately. And so whenever you have a thought about somebody, like a random instant thought, I want to tell you that it's true. Also, you guys have been really, whoever's been looking at your, someone here has been looking at themselves in the mirror and then been saying positive affirmations to themselves, and they've really been trying this whole manifestation and this whole thing. It is working, okay? You might not see results within 1 week, but I promise you within a month you're gonna be like, holy shit, this thing is really working. Also, somebody here is going to be, oh, no way. Actually, I think I know this message is for, but somebody here is going to be writing like a short story or a book, or like taking notes, like very solid notes. Yeah, there's another message here in that, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is because it's gonna spoil it. But it's really good. So yeah, I'll leave you. So cryptic. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Um. Oh, and somebody here has been like scared of like black magic or like demons or fucking like entities or anything like that. I want to tell you that that's just all in your head. Please don't believe that. Like that is not it. There's no black, no. Don't worry about that. I really need you to not worry about that. So don't be scared of that shit. All right? Don't be scared of that shit. You manifest your reality, so just don't let it in your reality. It's not real. It's, come on, you know, it's not real. Watch my video on what I think of demons, entities, and that sort of stuff. If you are, if you are that person. Yeah, so that's what I got for you guys today. Kind of a longer video, kind of a random video. Thank you so much for making it this far. If you've made it this far, please like this video if you like this video. Comment down below if there's anything in specific that you want to see, because this is the kind of videos you might get if you don't recommend anything. No, I'm just kidding, but thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna give you a big kiss. You guys, I love you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.